The challenging financial climate and the increased competition following the implementation of the Higher Education White Paper are exerting pressure on institutions to re-evaluate the quality of support offered to lifelong learners. Leicester College's Hello project has responded to this by using technology to help their HE students take responsibility for their learning and to develop the attributes that would enable them to cope with academic life. The Jisc-funded Hello project at Leicester College acknowledged the importance of improving the quality of support offered to their HE learners, many of whom are taking part-time courses. The college appreciated that these learners needed a greater sense of community and that technology could contribute significantly to their learning experience.
We'd just gone through the process of having a new building and we'd lost over 60% of our pure student social space. I felt we needed to provide them with an area where they could collaborate and meet online. The second aim was a strategic aim, which was to get curriculum areas that weren't engaging with e-learning engaged in that process, and media and print were one of these areas. And the third aim was to give learners the opportunity to feel part of the HE environment. These are HE learners in an environment that's really dominated by FE, and by providing these areas it gave them the opportunity to meet other HE learners.
Some of the techniques that were used within the project have now spread out across the college, and we do include the pedagogical approach when we offer our other training. So, for example, as a college we're going to push very much the peer learning, because the gains from that were enormous, and so in terms of that kind of impact, yes, it's had a big impact.
As the Hello project got underway, Marco Salotti was about to deliver a new part-time foundation degree in photography and video, and he immediately appreciated how a more developed online environment would help this course both in terms of delivery and student support.
There were three main drivers. The first was to look to build a sense of community through the VLE. The second consideration was to build in the learners a sense of independent learning, and the third one was to build a tailored learning experience in the reduced time capacity that a part-time course would offer the students.
It's time consuming to start off with, but what then you've got is a brilliant resource, not just the stuff that you're putting up there that you think will be there forever and a day, but also what students keep putting up there. They keep building up this big bank of research that they've been putting into that other students from the future years can gain.
Particularly with the part-time foundation degree learners who are only in college on a Wednesday evening, and all of a sudden they're able to carry on and sort of keep warm from week to week with their work and build that community.
So we started a summer blog via the Hello project, and it kept the students engaged away from Facebook with their subject. And coming back into the second year, we had a full retention. Everybody came back, which was great, and it was the first time I think ever that had happened. But also, what we also found was the students who were coming back were fully engaged with their subjects straight away.
On the full-time programmes that I've run, there's always been time and capacity to fully engage the students in peer crits. So we get photographs as physical artefacts that the students have produced, we put them on a wall, we stand around as a body of staff and students, and we discuss and we share and we learn. Show and tell offered me an opportunity and offered the students an opportunity to carry that out virtually and remotely.
There's an intellectual sort of academic side to it, and then there's sort of a social side of it as well. Because we only see each other once a week, actually a lot of what we do together and in groups, and it's quite nice to get the feedback from them. Or if anyone's going out shooting, we have suggestions, say, oh, we're doing this on Friday, anybody want to come along? This is going on at this gallery, do you want to go see this?
Because the course is split into lots of sections, you know, it might be we'll see someone have a lecture, and it'll be a month before we see that lecturer again. So, you know, without some kind of online resource, you know, that would be it would be pretty tricky, really.
It's transformed my teaching, I think. So it's not a simple case of treating Moodle like a huge filing cabinet where you just stick reams and reams of your photocopies or your lesson plans or whatever. The most engaging aspects have come from getting the students to interact through learning activities, and also particularly with the other peers, building that sense of community that's critical to a successful course.